Hello everyone, Lynn here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my newest junk journal to show you, and this is a big one. It is already in my Etsy shop. I'll put that link down below. The spine is about 2.5 inches wide, and it measures about 6 inches wide by 9 inches high. There are 9 signatures, and I want to say it's about 310 pages front and back, and that includes the smaller book pages and tag pages that I've included. So this is a big one. I'm so happy with how it came out. I wanted the neutral colors with pops of green and other colors inside, and love when all the little things are sticking out everywhere. Here on the spine I've put a little bit of lace and then some, let's see if you can see it, brown cheesecloth, tea dyed, that I got in my book arts box from Kelly at Book and Paper Arts. So I used some of that, the dark cheesecloth. The closure is a sari ribbon. And it's called Wander. Oh, let me show you real quick. And this is open on the top here, so if you wanted to slip something in front of that. Love this little bee. So let's take a look inside. I'm going to go pretty quickly because there are so many pages. Right in the front cover we have a pocket with a couple of journaling cards. This one has some faux greenery attached, which I love that it sticks out on the edge there. This one here, some sari ribbon on the edge here. Did a little bit of fussy cutting and added some images. There's lots of printables, and they're either from the Graphics Fairy or the Old Design Shop, but I'll link both down below. Vintage ledger, and of course vintage music, which I love to use, and this one is Listen to the Mockingbird, because I always like to include music that goes with the theme. Another printable, printed onto the tea-dyed paper. I did a little bit of stamping. Here we have sort of just like a mini journal right in the center of this signature, and so I just clipped both sides. It's a little round clip there. Got flip outs and just a few extra pages. Die cut and some journaling space there. I've included several pages from my Audubon book just because I love the images so much. And this is from that children's book. That was mine. I've used in a couple of journals from the 70s. I've had that since I was a kid. A nature book. Flip out there. Here we have some music paper I turned into pockets. This is from 1943. Little pieces of journaling ephemera. Here's a little tea card. Some Edith Holden, of course. I think a lot of us love her. And a little tea card. And then here I've just attached some decorative paper to a full sheet of tea-dyed paper for some journaling. Little journaling card tag with some sari ribbon. That's from that children's book. Cute. Included some pages that I've distressed from a Wildflower book. And again, more Audubon, some leaf trim on the edge here. I'm really happy with this one. I wanted, again, to include images that would inspire you. Love that one from Audubon. And in keeping with the bee on the cover, I've included a couple of bees throughout. Here's a double tuck with a couple of pieces of journaling ephemera in there. This is just a little flip out with a collage I created. And in keeping with the inspiration, I've put a lot of my favorite scrapbook papers in here. Love that one. Here's another little sort of a mini journal tied onto this page here with some twine. Love this. This is from the vintage botany book that I have. I like to use very old it was late 1800s or early 1900s. I can't quite remember. Some fern printables. Poppy there. Another Edith Holden. And some bees. Butterflies. A little stamping, stenciling, not stamping. Here's a grungy little glassine envelope with a Latin vocabulary card with wander, little leaf sewn on, and just little bits of ephemera in this little tea-dyed envelope as well. You could use them to embellish your pages. I've had this card, I saved it, I mean, it has to be 20 years at least. I've always thought it was just adorable, so I think it's perfect for this journal. Another page from the Wildflower book. Some digital stamping. Another page there. Another Edith Holden. Oops. It is not down in any map. True places never are. Love that quote. It's just some beautiful paper, and I backed it with some tea-dyed paper as well. Here's the little, just a little journaling spot with some lace on there. And there are a few pockets throughout that you, of course, could add more of your own ephemera. Little paper doily, another Wildflower page. Not all those who wander are lost. Fussy cut this out of a children's book of moths and butterflies. So pretty. More Edith Holden. And then on this side, oh, this is open. You could stick a photo in here if you wanted. Little frame there. And I love this. It's on the edge of a linen handkerchief that I tea-dyed. Another bee. Here's another pocket with another little distressed little area to journal with some lace. And I think this is some of my favorite Tim Holtz paper. And in this pocket, got a vintage lotto card, some lace, little label on the back, and then a tuck spot here with a little tag and a little Tim Holtz person. Some of the green sari ribbon here. And it was the first time I purchased some sari ribbon, and it was from a seller on eBay. So I'll link that down below as well, because the colors available were just beautiful. And I would order from them again. They were really reasonably priced. This is from a vintage orchid book. Here we have 3 pockets with the fern journaling tags, and then 2 more spots here to tuck stuff away. Orchid. It's a little tuck spot there, and this is just a floating pocket with some extra paper and little tickets. In this pocket, another piece of the just gorgeous paper on a sheet of tea-dyed paper. Here we have a lace belly band, a little pin with some rickrack, and a card. I just added some of the sari ribbon and a piece of linen there, or edge of a doily or a runner, I believe it is. A couple of journaling cards. Some more stenciling. There's a little sticker. I think that's Cavallini papers, and more Audubon. Just, oh, they're just so beautiful, those images. From the Wildflower book. Little printed feather. This is just a big journaling card with some seam binding attached. And I love the tea-dyed vellum, so crinkly and crunchy. And just a few journaling spots. These two I backed with tea-dyed paper. Like that. Or you could use them to create pockets on some of the pages if you wanted to do that. Some digital stamping there. Another Wildflower page. Here's some brown dyed crinkly seam binding. Oh, this is the cover to some sheet music. I just thought it was so pretty. And the botany book again. And a couple of pages from Emily Dickinson. And I'm a fan, and I've included, of course, the ones that go with the nature. To March, the wind. Just a little tuck spot here with a couple of stickers and a die cut that you can embellish with. And then in the back pocket, a few more journaling cards or embellishments, and a pretty page from another vintage Wildflower book. So that is it, everyone. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Please give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe, and of course leave any comments and questions down below. I hope everyone's doing well. Take care, guys.